We're back with Kingdom Hearts. Let's go do some stuff. In the previous part, we got a ticket from a mysterious man whose head almost fire. And now we're gonna go out and do some stuff in the Coliseum. Right, so the tournament is quite interesting. You fight a group of Heartless, or some other types of enemies. And that's basically it. Keep fighting, you can use all items. The only thing you can't do is something we can't do yet, so that's fun. Anyway, these blue guys that are similar to the red guys are blue raspberries. Unlike the red guys, they fire blizzard at you instead to fire. But other than that, they're exactly the same. They consume the fire they cast, and they're weak against fire. Anyway, so we have to do 10 groups of these fights, and anyway, so we have to do 10 rounds of these to reach the finale. And that guy's gonna be our final opponent. Of course, it's a Final Fantasy character. Anywho, now that we have the ability to cure, battles will be so much more easier. And yeah, there I showcase Thunder. It's decent, I guess, though it's not my preferred use of spell. Thunder does allow you to strike multiple enemies at a time, but it's a bit random how it works. I prefer Blizzard more since it's a more controlled and has a good spread. There isn't really much to say about this. It's just a bunch of enemies, a bunch of stuff, and now that we actually cleared Deep Jungle first, these fights are going to be much easier for us, at least. All the trouble we've gone through at Deep Jungle will pay off, as now everything here is a bit under level. So we won't have too much trouble fighting these guys, which is always good. Yeah, there are going to be other tournaments as well after this one. And I think I'm going to speed up most of these battles until we get to the more important ones, since it is going to be the majority of your time in the tournaments. And we're going to have to go here a lot in order to complete everything in here. And even worse, some of the later tournaments we do twice in order to get all the rewards. You'll see later. Let me see whenever. I'm probably just gonna beat up the first tournament for all unimportant enemies. Then for the second attempt, I'm just gonna skip through it entirely, since, you know, it's not fun just watching the exact same thing over and over and over again. And yeah, that's my first cast of Cure. A very handy spell, essential for people like me who can't help but get hit by everything and everyone. It's certainly going to help me survive a lot of battles, but not every single battle, unfortunately. That's where grinding comes in, but so far I have not needed to do so. But I'll probably have to do so at some point. That's fine though.
That little punk is your next opponent, okay? Now don't blow it, just take him out.
The great god of the underworld is afraid of a kid? Sorry, but my contract says...
I know! You think I don't know? I wrote the contract! I know it says you're only required to kill Hercules in this tournament. But you gotta fight that kid to get to him. Come on. Hey, it's like that old goat says. Rule number 11. It's all just a game. So let loose and have fun with it! I mean, a casualty or two along the way. It's no big deal, right? Jeez. Stiffer than the stiffs back home. Still, suckers like him are hard to come by.
Well, that's not ominous. Oh well, back to tournaments. Lots and lots of tournaments. And yeah, it's more the same. More of these flying enemies you can't spell, more of these tanks. At this point, you should have gotten used to how these enemies work, and you should have taken good advantage of them. Yeah, and again, your party members are not going to be very useful through the entire journey. Just let them provide themselves at their own pace. I really don't recommend using cure or potions on them. Sora is well capable of taking care of enemies on his own as long as you're good at the game. And while I'm not perfect at the game, I'm fairly capable of taking care of most of the enemies. Well, at least if it weren't for the fact I get hit by every single one of them. But to be fair, there is a lot of those guys who can fire spells at you, and they so will when they get the opportunity. Yeah, I will definitely need to skip these in future because there's not much to say at all about this.
Power of the Keyblade.
I guess something I can mention is that some of Sora's victory animations are based on Final Fantasy characters' victory animations. I think two of the one he does is based on Leon's and Cloud's, the one which involves his Keyblade. Speaking of Final Fantasy characters, here's Cloud. Cloud can actually be a son of a bitch in a fight, but this is not his strongest one, and the best technique to fighting him is strike at him whenever he does these slice attacks and dodge everything else. This is an optional fight actually, you don't have to win this in order to proceed with the game. Considering we've done everything out of order and we're a bit more stronger, it shouldn't be too difficult to take him down. It's just basically recognizing patterns, figuring out what's good time to strike, and figuring out good times to block and dodge and parry and such. The only real time you can actually attack him with a full combo is when actually successfully parry his shots with... Yeah, you can only really attack him with a full combo when you actually parry one of his strikes. The ones where he's stationary, strikes towards... The launching ones and the one where you jump into the sky are not really parryable. I think it's one of the cases where it's like their enemy's special attacks, which you can't parry or really dodge. It's something you can't block at all.
That's the best you can do?
Yeah, so I'm not really doing so great on the magic department, but I can still use potions if I so need to, so I'm not in danger right now. And of course, hitting enemies causes you to regain mana, so we could potentially get ourselves some extra magic if we need so, if we persist a little bit.
Gotta keep going.
And he's down! That went a lot easier. Right, so after doing some quick healing and saving, obviously we have to go in and save the day. Now the tournaments, if you actually die during tournaments, you don't actually die. You simply have to restart from the beginning. This time around, if we die, it will be a game over.
Kid, I got 2 words of advice for you. Attack!
Say hello to Cerberus. He looks kind of nasty and quite intimidating, but he's not as bad as Cloud as such. All you have to keep in mind is not stand in front of him where he shoots all his attacks. He should be fine. Attacking any of his head will deal damage to him, and attacking from the side is the most ideal. That's where you're mostly safe for most of his attacks. You can also parry some of his biting attacks if you time it right, and that generally should give you some easy tech points and opportunity to strike. Of course, at this point it doesn't deal too much damage to us, we can easily take some hits before having to heal. Of course, because Cerberus' head is so high up, we're gonna have some major trouble for the party members to get in and fight them. Also, when it does that dark breathing attack, they'll spawn these pillars that will face behind you. Just keep dodge rolling, dodge them, and once they're gone, you can go back and attack Cerberus. You can also climb up to his back if you so wish to. There's not really much point though, since you can't really attack him from the back so well, so you really just focus on attacking him from the ground and avoiding any of these nasty attacks. Yeah, see? Unfortunately, it's kind of hard to attack him from that point, so you shouldn't really bother. And despite that, past me decided it would be a great idea to try doing it again. And for some reason, you climb up on him on his tail. Sure, why not? But yeah, anyway, just keep hammering on them, and until he does those nasty pillars attack, then dodge all the way to hell. I guess those pillars can be kind of nasty since they keep popping up and such, so just keep dodging them as best as you can. And keep away from those fireball attacks too. Again, sticking to the side of Cerberus' head will ensure you'll be safe from the majority of the attacks. And I kind of walked right into that one. Oh well. Again, because we've gone through deep jungle already, this fight should not be any trouble at all. Well, that was a jump. That was fun. Yeah, in general, you want to refrain from using magic and save them up for using Cure on yourself and another spell later on. At this moment, for boss battles, you want to save all your magic for Cure. Because you're well capable of taking them out with physical damage as long as you recognize their attacks and when to dodge and such. And with that, we got an Inferno Band.
Thus, I do hereby dub thee Junior Heroes and confer upon thee full rights and privileges to participate in the games. Further...
Hey, what do you mean, Junior Heroes?
You rookies still don't understand what it takes to be a true hero.
So, what does it take?
Well, that's just something you'll have to find out for yourselves. Just the way that I did.
No problem. We'll start by proving ourselves in the games.
There ain't gonna be any games for a while. Gotta clean up the mess from that last battle first.
Okay, we'll be back.
I still can't believe that Squirt actually beat Cerberus.
Just between us, I'd already worn Cerberus down by the time the little guy jumped in.
My lips are sealed.
I don't know, I think we've taken on Cerberus even if we weren't worn down at this point. Oh well. Some equipment fumbling here.
Hey, are you alright?
Yeah.
So, why did you go along with him anyway?
I'm looking for someone. Hades promised to help. I tried to exploit the power of darkness, but it backfired. I fell into darkness, and I couldn't find the light.
You'll find it. I'm searching too.
For your light? Don't lose sight of it.
How about a rematch sometime? Fair and square, no dark powers involved.
I think I'll pass.
For now at least. Anywho, we learned Sonic Blade. It's an attack that consumes mana. Not something I prefer.
He's strong. He's kind. He's always there for you. And he's handsome to boot. He's perfect. Perfect.
Perfectly infuriated. He makes me crazy.
Wait a minute. What are you worried about? All the pieces are in place. Relax. Whoa, 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 whoa. Here's what you do. Let Hercules train the kid. In the next games, I'll take care of them both. Come. Who invited you to the party? Stay out of this. This is my show.
As you wish. Fight to your heart's content.
Anywho, now we just to go back to Traverse Town to get the plot going. And yeah, this will be the last time we see the Gummy Ship minigames with this Gummy Ship. As later on I'll be customizing a much better Gummy Ship than the one we have, which I guess isn't too bad for these places, but later on we'll need a better one. And yeah, those homing missiles actually home against you, so that's why I was being hit by them afterward, because they were circling around to try to hit me. Wonderful, isn't it? But yeah, once you know that, they're actually a bit more easier to dodge. Still, it would have been really nice to know beforehand, but oh well. And again, why I went through the worlds as I did, despite the fact it was not exactly the best order but in terms of difficulty, is because I don't want to replay these sections again. Which you might be able to understand, since at the moment we don't have the ability to teleport between the worlds, but we'll do so once we get to Traverse Town and complete everything we need to do in there. And besides, having Cure for the tournament would be very helpful, since, you know, relying on potions is not very ideal, especially since we have a lot of fights to go about it. Using our mana to heal ourselves is a much better alternative. Yeah, again, I don't really get the whole design of the Gummy Ship space. It's really trippy. And it keeps changing too. Like in the second game it looks radically different. And the third one, which is generally what I prefer, it actually looks like a proper space. Of course, the Gummy missions in the third one is probably my favorite, and it's the least tedious. The second one is at least better than this, but that's when the Gummy Ships gets a bit more complicated and more... Well, you'll see when we get to that, but that won't be for a long while. And I accidentally complete the gun mission. Yippee. Back at Traverse Town, you remember that chest we couldn't open because of the candles? Well, with the power of ice, we can put out these candles for a lot longer. And that allows us to put them all out. Ta-da! The chest is now open. Is the defense up? Boost your defense by 1 point. Any of these items you find, put them on Sora. Your party members are useless. You need these on Sora. Sora determines when you continue the game. Put them on Sora. It's very important. Now to access the cavern, we need the Red Trinity. I also forgot to put in the postcard to get for the mail thing. We put down those two we found earlier there, and there's another one in this area actually we can access. It's over here by the roofs. And with that, we get another postcard sent. There are 10 in total, so yeah, this is how the Red Trinity works. Yep. And in the back alley, we got an actual treasure chest. I can use this place as a shortcut, but we can't do it yet because we can't jump that high. Okay, these yellow guys are yellow operas, and I can guess they cast electricity, and they're immune to electricity. I don't know if there's any actual spell they're weak to, but so far I don't think they are. And amongst them are green requiems. Unlike the other types of enemy, it's heartless, they actually heal the others. And they actually heal for a lot. They can actually instantly heal the large body, which is a massive pain in the ass. And finally, on our new enemy list are air soldiers. They're like soldiers except they fly, which makes them hell of a lot more dangerous. In fact, during my visit on Traverse Town, I died to these guys twice. They're relentless. I also went ahead and deposited all the Dalmatians I found to get ourselves some rewards. This is the dimension you get for giving away your first Dalmatian, and this is the dimension you get for when you reach enough Dalmatians to get a reward. There's only one reward at the moment, but the later rewards do get a lot more worthwhile as we go on. So it is worthwhile to collect all the Dalmatians if possible. It's a Karaga G. It's a cockpit for a ship for the Gummy stuff. This can be very useful for us. Anywho, to access the caverns that Yuffie told us about, we have to use the Red Trinity here to access this place. And here they are. That door won't be accessible until later. I don't know if I can recall when, but certainly later. And you told us this now, rather than right before we departed for the world? I don't know. I don't know why they figured that telling the most important things to saving the world from being destroyed right after we visited all the worlds. So yeah, the whole key lock thing is important to prevent the Heartless from destroying them. Anyway, we have to talk to him a couple of times to get everything from him. Since this is assuming you will talk to them after like Wonderland and Deep Jungle and such and haven't gotten all the things yet. For the gummy pieces, we have to go and talk to Sid about them. And we also get an item important for something that we'll need to unlock. And in order to unlock it, we have to talk to someone who has so far not been of use to us, despite the fact they said they would be so. And Leon is as useful as he ever is. Thank you.
Thunder!
In the third district, there's a loose cable here, and if you activate it, you can do something in the Gizmo shop later. Talking to Sid allows us to progress with the plot. We'll check out the Gizmo shop later. For now, we'll go to the old man who owns this book. We met him before. Anyway, this is where I was fighting the air soldiers for the second time, and they killed me for the second time. You see in a moment, yeah, there was little to nothing to do to prevent that. Anyway, so Merlin is the owner of the book. This is where we're supposed to have been meeting him and getting all the cutscenes and such. You can activate them earlier, so you don't have to deal with them at the moment. We'll check out the book momentarily. Now finally we can actually talk to Fairy Godmother about the stone. I tried to talk to her before we got in the book, we couldn't have done anything with it. I tried. We unlocked the summoning spell Simba. Now we can summon Simba from the Lion King to help us out in battle. It only works once and all the party members have to be currently going. So as you can imagine, we won't have much opportunity to use them. Summoning isn't really that useful overall, but there is one summon which actually is extremely useful to have. But that won't be until a lot later. I'll still show off the summons, and only show off them once because of a thing you'll see momentarily why it's kind of a pain. Anyway, here's Simba and his description in the journal. Another thing, if you examine the character's entry, you can actually even see a model of them if you press the triangle button. Ta-da! Here he is. All grown and everything. I was supposed to talk to Merlin and show off his summon, but I accidentally clicked open the book, so... Fine. Let's check out the book then. So I wasn't really paying attention to the cutscene, I got kind of lost, but we're supposed to go in here.
Think, 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 think.
Gee, I wonder who that is.
Hi there. What's wrong?
Nothing. Just thinking.
Oh.
I was thinking of how to say goodbye to Pooh.
Pooh?
Yes?
Wait a second. You're Pooh?
Yes, I'm Winnie the Pooh. Pooh for short. Who are you?
I'm Sora.
Oh, hello, Sora. Have you come to say goodbye to Pooh, too?
Well, no. Why would I do that? We've only just met.
Because everyone's gone away.
What do you mean?
Well, we all lived here in the 100-acre wood, and we'd take walks together, or play Pooh sticks. And every day I'd eat some honey. Just one small smackerel would taste very good right now. But now, everyone is gone. All my friends, and my favorite honey tree, too. Everyone must have gone away while I was napping, I think. So, who knows? Maybe I shall end up going away somewhere as well. But I wonder, how do I say goodbye to myself? Think, think, think. Oh, my tumbly is getting rather rumbly.
Well, welcome to the 100-acre wood. The 100-acre wood is a bit interesting as it's basically a place with no enemies at the least. So instead we have to play minigames in this world. Not at the moment, no. As Merlin mentioned, we're missing quite a few missing pages. So we can't access any minigames as of this point. We can continue on with the story that goes on in 100-acre woods to what little we have at the moment, but then we have to go outside and find more missing pages to continue. Now, it's not necessary to do this thing in order to complete the game, but you still get something for your efforts, and there are sometimes treasures hidden in the book, so you might as well check it out. And I don't believe you actually succeed. I don't have to succeed in minigames in order to complete this stuff, so there's that at least.
Oh, bother. There's no more honey left. If only the honey tree would visit. Oh, then I could eat my fill.
Anywho, we can actually take a look around the house and interact with stuff. Opening the window doesn't do anything. This cupboard, however, has a treasure. It's an elixir. Very good. And that's basically everything we can check out. Exciting. So Owl somehow knows the fact there are other worlds despite living inside of a book. Go figure. Anyway, time to show off Simba. So how summon works that you can summon or each summon every single instance of combat. And each time you summon, you have to go through this mandatory summoning animation, which you cannot skip in the slightest in this game. So that's why I'm not going to do too many summons. If I do, I'll just skip over this because this is agonizing.
Get me straight.
So Simba can charge up and do a massive roar attack that attacks multiple enemies. The problem is we have so little mana, we can't use him for long until he goes away. And we'll continue on with our journey to Traverse Town later.